Welcome, friends, to another live episode of Crazy Women Country. I'm Donna.
I'm Paula, and today we have Alannah McCready with us. How you doing?
Hey, how are you guys?
Great.
Really
How are
good.
you?
I'm great. It's hot in Nashville, so we're good.
Thank you so much for joining us today, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world, of course.
Whatever time it is.
So tell all our Crazy Women fans, who is Alannah McCready?
Alannah McCready is Midwest born and raised, and I grew up on country music, and I always knew that's what I wanted to do eventually, like, as a career, but my life took me on some other paths first. And so in 2013 is when I started doing music full time, and had some hockey in between there, and played hockey in college and moved around, worked a little bit in corporate America, and then got an opportunity to do music full time. And I was like, if I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it, so I'm doing it. So I've been doing it full time for, oh my gosh, what, 9 years now? Okay.
We're glad, because it's amazing. You found the right place in the end.
I did. I think so.
You need to be in music. So tell everybody about your most recent single that came out in February.
So the most recent single that just came out was Something Like That. It's the first song I've released in almost 4 years, which is crazy. I went that long in between releasing music, but I kind of have figured out, I took that time and kind of figured out who I really want to be and what I want to sound like as an artist and what I want my lyrics to say and how I want my music to come off to people and my audience and that kind of stuff. And I think I'm finally at that place. And so Something Like That is the first single off of the full project that I'm releasing this year. And it's just it's kind of about saying what people are thinking, might not really say out loud, but it's kind of what's right, but you just are afraid to say it, or something like that. And Will Gittins and I sat down, and he and I wrote the entire project together, and we sat down to do this one. And Something Like That was the first song we ever wrote together, and he was just sort of playing along something silly on the guitar, and I was like, oh yeah, or something like that, and we looked at each other, we're like, we don't know what the song's about yet, but that's the title. It's like light bulb. And so then it kind of turned into, I feel like people focus a lot on the little details that they think they need in relationships, like all these specific things, like if he doesn't do this, he doesn't do this. And it's like, it needs to roll it back a little bit, go back to the fundamentals and the big themes of a relationship and what makes it work. And it comes down to, at least for me, don't lie to me, be nice to me, spend time with me, and if I can't be happy with that, then the other things aren't going to matter. And I'm at an age where if you can't give me those basic things, it's probably not going to work at this point.
Yeah.
So it turned into Something Like That.
So let me ask you, when you generally write, do you usually do lyrics first or melody, or kind of do a combination of both? Does it depend on
a lot? Yeah, it depends on who you're co-writing with, which is also why it's so fun to co-write with so many different people, because everyone has their own method and everyone has their own process, and it's kind of cool to see everyone's different process and mesh them together. But I don't play an instrument well enough to fully compose for myself. So when I do co-writes, it's usually I come in with ideas or titles or stuff like that, and then lyrics, most of the time lyrics first, and then melodies, and then you kind of tweak accordingly.
Yeah. Perfect.
I definitely understand that one, because that's what I do with my writing process. So
yeah,
let me ask you, who are some of the women that have inspired you to do music?
Oh man, so many. My mom is from Oklahoma, so she's the reason I even started listening to country music when I was younger. So growing up with her, I was listening to, all the greats, Martina, Faith, Shania, Trisha, like all of them. And so I grew up listening to them and like copying the things they would do in their music and, trying to do it myself. And I feel like it's kind of actually how I taught myself to sing, or like stylistically. And so I just love that, like back then was like what, early 90s ish, it was dominated by women. Like country music was dominated by women. And like, I don't know what happened, but we need to get back there.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
We need to get back there, or at least
start playing women.
Yeah, or at least even it out a little. So, because even today there is some bad women in country. I won't say the swear word, but there are some amazing female country artists now, and I feel like it's slowly starting to get more and more recognition, and there's some powerhouse women, and so I think that's kind of helping to flip the script a little bit. And so I just look up to any female artist who isn't afraid to write how they actually feel, not just what they think is going to be a good song.
Yeah. You need the women out there who are going to be, your Casey Musgraves and people like that, who are going to be honest and tell the world, this is it, this is what's going to happen.
Like life sucks sometimes, but it's going to be okay.
Yeah, you need more women like that. That's yes.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. So we didn't tell you this at the start, but we do some amazing quick-fire questions.
Okay. Oh man.
So this is just a fun section for people get to know you, maybe little things that you do and stuff like that. Okay. So they're dead easy. They're a lot of fun. So, okay. So she's like, oh my god.
I'm like, don't swear.
Early bird or night owl?
Oh, night owl. Mornings. If mornings were at night, I would like them probably.
I like that. What sitcom family would you be a member of?
Schitt's Creek, probably.
Schitt's Creek. I was wondering what you were going to say. I'm like,
yeah.
What's your guilty pleasure music? What's something you would hide away in your iPod when no one knows?
I listen to like hip hop, like rap music, hip hop, like, and people probably might be a little surprised by
that. Country hip hop? There's a difference.
Yeah, they're like, wait, you're rapping all of these songs on the radio, but you make country music? I'm like, yeah, okay, it's called being well-rounded.
Exactly.
Yes. What's the weirdest thing a fan has ever done for you?
The weirdest thing?
Yeah. Or strange, or
There's been quite a few interesting moments. I had someone who was like a big hockey fan and music fan buy my old hockey equipment at like auction for charity, and then put it on and send a photo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it was washed first.
I like the idea that it was charity auction. That's all I'm going to say there.
I know. I was like, well, at least someone got helped by this. Yeah. I'm out of words for that. I don't know what that is.
That's
it's very strange. let's use that word.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
Boots or heels?
Heels.
Favorite drink?
Tito's and soda with lemon.
There you go. That was a very quick answer. Did you see that? That was quick.
Because people get surprised that it's not lime. I like lemon instead of lime.
I don't like lemon. Can't stand lemon. I can't stand lime either, I must admit. But
well,
see?
Cool. I mean, non-alcoholic, I have like a weakness for Dr. Pepper. I don't know why. It's like so terrible, but I don't know why I love it.
Limes and lemons are both good in margaritas. That's all I'm going to say.
True. Facts.
Like last time I went to Vegas, they squeezed the lime into my Jack, and it's awful. I'm like, why?
Ew.
Why'd you
Ew.
do that? You just ruined it.
Oh, that makes me miss Vegas.
Yes. What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas, hands down.
Christmas.
Close second is Halloween.
There you go. We should definitely do a Halloween theme show.
Love a theme party.
There you go. What's your favorite animal?
Dog, for sure.
Perfect.
My dog is like my child.
Yay!
So are ours.
Yeah, we're all the same. Our fur babies
yeah.
are our babies.
The only boy I
Fur
have,
baby.
he has to have a little bow tie on every once in a while, you know.
Oh yeah, my fur baby.
Yeah,
Like,
to
do you have
feel well.
children? Yes, she weighs 32 pounds and she is an Australian Shepherd.
Gorgeous. Okay. If you could add somebody or anyone to Mount Rushmore, who would it be and why?
Oh my god, that one's hard.
I love this question.
Like,
I love this question too.
permanent. It's like really permanent. Jeez. Who would I add? I mean, a woman, obviously, but I mean,
Whose
I don't
woman
know.
face would look amazing on Mount Rushmore?
Marilyn Monroe would look amazing carved
Of
in
course.
rock. Obviously, she's my favorite. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna stick with that.
Perfect.
Perfect. That's a different answer. I love that. That's so cool. Okay. So what was the first concert you ever went to?
It was NSYNC with my mom and my friends. I got the bobbleheads for Christmas that year, NSYNC bobbleheads. I brought them with me to the concert, and there's
cool.
photos. So we're just gonna
we have photo proof of this.
gonna have to go back to Minnesota and burn all of those quickly before my mom gets asked to.
We need to contact your mom.
Yeah. She'd be like, "Oh, sure, here you go. Do you need anything else embarrassing?"
I like your mom already. This is gonna be good.
Like, what do you need?
We'd like to do your mom next.
Yeah.
The worst.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
So what's your favorite color?
Blue.
So what is the best thing since sliced bread? I know this is difficult.
That is hard. Cell phones,
That works.
Wi-Fi,
Yeah, everything, I think.
Wi-Fi, yes.
Yeah. the ability to talk to people without being in the same room as them.
That is amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Right?
But if you could talk to anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you want to talk about?
Wow. This is kind of like a sad answer, but I lost my grandpa 2 years ago, and I wasn't able to see him before he passed. And so I think him, I'm just gonna chat with him for a little bit, have a little time.
That'd be sweet.
That's wonderful. Yeah. So if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing? Hockey? I'm just kidding.
I'd probably be coaching hockey, or I'd be an interior designer.
This might be a crazy question. You say hockey, do you mean field hockey or do you mean ice hockey?
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I'm thinking, in the UK, women only play hockey, as in field hockey. And then I was thinking, is it field hockey? Is it ice hockey? I'm not actually 100% sure.
Yeah, no, ice hockey. I played in college, well, my whole life, and then I played in college.
Wow, that's so cool.
Okay, so even though you're from Minnesota, I'm going to ask, what's your favorite hockey team, or who's your favorite hockey team?
Oh, the Minnesota Wild is my favorite hockey team, but I also cheer for I was a goalie, so I cheer for any of the like really great goalies in the league, individually. But team-wise, I am a Wild fan. My family, we've been fans of Minnesota teams for as long as I can remember, back to the North Stars. And so when we got the Wild, we were so excited about it. I know everyone's like, "Are you going to be a Preds fan?" I'm like, no.
Okay. I'll have to say Predators are my top three. I'm
really?
through and through.
They're good though. They're good though. I would say if I wasn't cheering for a while, there'd probably be a toss up between like the Preds and maybe the Kings.
Ooh. Good choices for sure. I go for like, I'm living in Florida. I have to say Tampa Bay now, but I was from Pennsylvania, so Flyers all the way. So even though I can't remember the last time they've really,
done anything.
Yeah, but I still love them. Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
that's how you do it.
It's like to be like a Titans fan. If you're a Titans fan, like they don't win a lot, but you still gotta stick with your team. Fortunately, I'm a Packers fan and we win all the time.
So okay, so if you were a Disney character, what character would you be?
Oh, either Ariel or Belle.
Perfect. I can imagine you as Belle, actually.
Really?
That's what I had in my head. I was thinking, say Belle, say wait.
Yeah, one of those too.
That's very cool.
Do not influence the guests to say something they don't want to. No.
You will say this.
Well, I mean, if I can pull off Belle, maybe I'll just go with Belle.
What is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
So I'm not a big ice cream person. I don't really eat dairy. So, but I have a pure love for raspberry sherbet.
That qualifies to me.
I don't know what it is, but it's like so good.
So what's your favorite snack other than sherbet?
So I'm more of like a salty snack person rather than a sweet snack person. So like chips, like a good baked Lay's sour cream and onion or sour cream with cheddar. But as far as like sweets go, my friend, you guys, any of my friends, they know pink starbursts are like, I can't say no.
Pink starburst.
They literally, my friends for my birthday and stuff, they always get me like 100, like they just give me like bags of just pink starbursts.
That's very cool. I love that.
Bribe you. I think we figured it out. Hockey.
Yeah.
Pink starburst.
Yeah. Wow, I sound like a 12-year-old.
That's the sweet you always got bought as a kid and you're like, I don't want these. We'll have them.
Well, I have to say, you're the first person we've interviewed outside of music that hockey would be my second biggest topic to sit and talk about for hours. So yes, we could sit and talk hockey all you want.
Yay! I'm in. Perfect.
Oh, so hypothetically, if someone came to you and said they need to hide a body, do you know a good place to hide a body?
I mean, so I'm a big TV watcher. So I've seen way too many TV shows on this. But I'm pretty sure the best way to do it is to like disintegrate it somehow. I don't know. I've watched way too many episodes of The Blacklist. So I feel like the one guy that like disintegrates the bodies, I feel like that would be probably the way to go.
Perfect.
I love that.
Also, don't come to me to get rid of a body because I don't need people hitting me up for disposal.
You can start getting these fans saying, I've got this. Can you help me?
I need to speak to you later, referring back to your answer I saw on YouTube.
That's a whole new field of work,
It is, I'm telling you.
People make a
It's a whole
fortune
new
out of
series of
these.
podcasts on what would celebrities do if they had to hide a body. I mean, how would you hide it? What is a good theme song for your life?
Depends on what age.
Okay, so for now, like right now, what's a song that
right now?
This is my song.
Let's see. I think what was that theme song that was for The Hills? What song was that? The show The Hills, the Natasha Bedingfield song?
I think it was
Unwritten.
Yes.
Unwritten. Yes. that one right now, currently.
That's a great pick for sure. So tell us, what song or album should we listen to before we die?
Well, mine, obviously. And then
which is coming out later this year, right?
It's coming out later this year.
We can't die till we listen to that first, you know what I
mean? You can't leave us until at least sometime in August. But wow, that's hard. I want, like, part of me wants to say like the classics, you know, like classic rock stuff, or like Michael Jackson and like stuff like that. But then I don't know. I mean, is mine like the typical answer? Like, is that what everyone says?
No. We get a lot of random answers, so it's all good.
I mean, for me, there's not a lot of albums that I can listen to straight through and love every song and not skip a song. And there's probably only about a handful in my entire life that's been the case for. Yeah. And recently it was the Girl album, Maren Morris's Girl album. I can listen to that straight through. So maybe that one, because it's, you know, like a full project that's just like has so much content and like it's so great. So maybe that one.
Perfect. Okay.
That's a great choice. And just so before we go too far, I just want to let you know that we had someone on our YouTube channel say wood chipper rented. So for the hiding a body.
Oh, we're getting okay.
Wood chipper apparently. So okay, great.
Wow, I'll write that down.
Start taking notes. How to hide a body.
Add it to my list
of things to do. Yeah.
That's on my list of services by wood chipper, just in case.
I'm still pet a gator. You know, here's some chicken. Go pet the gators in the Everglades.
Yeah.
Easy. It's not. I don't do anything. I give you some chicken and you go pet the gators.
That's so funny. Okay. So, who is your favorite CWC host?
I mean, that's not fair.
That's totally fair. We love to put people on the spot.
Fair? That's not fair. No, that's not fair. Including the fifth.
We've just feeling blah. Okay, she's gone.
Sorry. Yeah, my AirPods went out. Can't hear you. What?
Sorry, what? Can't hear you.
AirPods went out again.
There's a problem here. I love that. I'm
sorry, y'all. We're having technical difficulties. She didn't hear the question. Let's ask it again.
That's so funny. So we know you've got your new EP album coming out this year. What else have you got planned for the rest of 2021?
Well, I just moved to Nashville about a month and a half ago, so I'm sort of getting settled here still and stuff, but the plan is to get back on the road and back to playing shows and everything, you know, COVID willing. So that is the plan, is just to kind of get, you know, things back to running normally, and playing and writing more and writing with other people. And I've been writing for some people in other genres, and just like getting back to working full time. I think last year was the longest amount of time I spent at home in one stretch of time, like without touring or anything like that. So that was very strange. So I need to say I will not be saying no to any shows or travel. Probably ever again.
Anybody else? Yep, I'm there.
Where is it? Don't care. I'm there.
That is so cool. That is the best. Perfect. I will travel anywhere to play music now.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think most of us are feeling that way right now. Absolutely.
Yeah. My friend,
with the exception of
okay. Oh no, it's my friend. I have like 3 friends who have postponed their weddings. They're all getting married, and it's like all in different states, and one of them in a different country this year. And I'm just like, RSVP. Yes.
We need to get out there.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. This has been so much fun.
Thank you so much. I love that. I love the rapid fire questions. That's so fun.
We like to make it interesting.
Yeah, I love that.
We know which artists to go to now to get rid of dead bodies and all sorts of different things. So, you know?
I mean, you learn something new every day.
That's it. Absolutely.
Today you learned that there is at least 3 super solid ways to get rid of a dead body.
Get rid of a body.
And also I'm releasing music. Yes. But those are pretty much the only 2 things that anyone needs to know. So
yeah, see, how to get rid of a dead body and when the new music's coming out. There you go. That's all we need to know.
So do you have any plans now? I know the 0 Mile Fest down in Key West is going on now, and then we have the Songwriters Fest coming up the first week of May there. Are you planning on going down at all, or?
I wish. I will be moving into my house next week. Okay. So once I do that, sky's the limit. Once I move into my house, I will be doing any and all of the things. I just am like, it's been delayed for a while, so I just want to move in and be settled, even though I live here now. I feel like I'm not like living here yet until I move in my house. Some sort of like feeling of being, I don't know, nesting. So I've been telling everyone, I'm like, starting May 5th, I'm available, doing absolutely anything.
Wonderful.
You might get some really strange requests for that.
Probably. My DMs are going to be like,
no, we'll put that one over there.
We look forward to those stories of who's messaging you then.
Yeah.
You guys you should be very happy that you did not see my DMs.
We could do a show about people's DMs. That'd be quite funny.
It would be very entertaining. If mine are entertaining, I don't even want to know what other people's are.
Definitely have to follow up with that.
Whole new show. What's the craziest DMs you ever had? There you go.
Yeah. And I guarantee you my craziest one won't even be in the top 5.
Oh. You never know. It might be.
I'm sure. I don't even want to imagine. Nope. On that note, we'll take him down swimming in the Everglades with the sharks. I mean, the alligators.
Exactly.
Yeah, come for a swim with us. It'll be fun.
We do it all the time.
Yeah. It's a hobby of ours.
All right. Well, thank you again. And we'll let you know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Make sure you go check out all of Alannah's socials and follow her for the release of her EP coming out in August this year.
Yes. It's just Alannah McCready music on everything.
Yes. And she's amazing.
We'll have the links in here.
Yes.
Perfect.